Good morning, sleepy. I'm having a good day. I'm having a good day. It was a little wild this morning, and then I made it very known that if the house is not cleaned up, there will be no games and there will be no boating. And the house was magically cleaned in 30 minutes. So that worked. So it got better. Good morning. So let's mark up our highs and lows for the day. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Look at this. Look at this. There's no wick on the other side. Where does that mean we're going? Hmm. I would say we're probably going to tap back down into this area a bit. We call that motivation in our house. Yeah, it's funny because I can never get them to clean or do anything when it's just like, okay, time to clean up. But if I take away boating and games and their Legos, they're like, okay, I'll clean up right now. I'm like, okay. So it worked out this morning. So we went to daily. We marked up the high and the low of this candle. So that way it's just easier. Use the cleanup song. You know, I forgot you used to use that with them. I need to use the cleanup song again. So we have these lows right here-ish. John knows the one. Yeah, so I'll tell him which one. Don't risk your accounts in some crazy chops. Scalp. I would say when you're in situations like this, scalp. What I am thinking is we pushed up for our first few minutes, which is usually what we do, and sometimes we come back into this low and tap into it. So let's see where exactly we want to go today. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome everyone that's just hopping on. Am I doing binary options today? That's one of the messages. First message of the day on my phone. Yes, I plan on doing a little binary option session. So if you don't have your pocket option pulled up, pull it up because we might actually be heading over the pocket option to make some money. If you want the pocket option link, it's inside the course. You can go through my referral link. That would be much appreciated. I think that's the only referral link that I have. And you can make a deposit. And I think you get a 50% bonus. Just know that if you take that 50% bonus, you have to make 3 times that amount in order to get the full payout. So you won't be able to take that money out until you make 3 times that amount. We're going to see where this goes. Just waiting until 9:30. What I was thinking was if we broke this, we would come back down here to this level. That was my thought, theory wise. Or come down to this low that was tapped into and left behind. So we got a couple to work with. What's the pivot point? Do we have a pivot point around? We do. We have a pivot point right at that little zone here. So let's see. I am boring. I What is up with your messages today? I got one. I am boring. Go watch another live stream then. We got a lot of sellers building up, as I see. So we're not here to be entertained. We're here to make money. Exactly. Yep. You're focused, not boring. We like focused. I like focused. Sometimes I'll play music, but that's like to myself. And most of the time, you guys can't even hear it. It's like lightly going on over there. I don't like anything loud. I just like calming environments. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, sellers pushing to the downside. And look at that. Make sure you're trailing, guys. Yeah, that was a weird move. Let's wait. We got a lot of buyers and sellers coming in here, pushing it up, pushing it back down. Okay. I see more sellers trying to come in. Just wait. I'm out $950. $950. Now it's time for me to switch to my challenge accounts because I bought a bunch more before the 90% off. I like having backups when there's 90% off, so that's what we're doing right now. Like I said, there was a sale on Apex. Apex had a sale of 90% off for like 5 days. I posted about it and they emailed a ton. Quick $110, up 1,200 bucks. That sounds like a good birthday. That sounds like a walk away birthday. Go enjoy your day. That was a big rubber band candle. By the way, I did pull two. I said trail when you were in, so make sure you were trailing. I gotta get used to trailing on here again because before I was just, you would automatically see it while I was trading. But just know that every time I get like $200-300 in profit with two contracts, I pull right to break even. It's a new indicator I'm making. It is a new indicator that is launching and it's in the works and I'm testing it before I let everybody see what it looks like. And it's coming out very, very soon. It's going to show you the buyers and the sellers where they're sitting at certain zones, and it's going to show you the pressure of the order flow footprint. I know, I'm so excited. I've been working on this for a while now. The X platform has the DOM, seems similar. Yeah, it is similar. I also want to teach you to have on another chart on another screen if you decide to have multiple screens, um, using the order flow footprint because that's going to be very valuable. It might seem like crazy at first, but it's very, very valuable to learn. And not many people teach order flow. And I feel like it's super important to know this because this is what's going to teach you how to be resourceful with your strategy. You can have one strategy that works really great, like what we use, but when you learn a little bit about order flow, it's going to teach you different areas. Like, know how I say the 5 minute candle hack? 5 minute candle hack is usually just an order flow bombarded basically with a bunch of sellers pushing it back in the opposite direction. The buyers come in, they scalp what they want, and it pushes back. And it's like a manipulation candle. And once you learn order flow, which is not that difficult, a lot of people make it out to seem super difficult. It's not that difficult. Once you look at the colors, you're literally looking at red or green, and you're going to dictate which one has the most going on. I need to lock in, like my kid says. Oh my goodness, my son said that to me the other day. He said, I need to lock in. He even said to me not too long ago, he goes, Mom, you're a goat. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, do you know what a goat means? I'm like, yeah, I know what a goat means. And he's like, well, it's the greatest of all time. I'm like, well, thank you. I was like, but I'm your mom. You could just say it and not call me a goat in public. Yeah, he was the cutest about it, but he comes up with like weird terminology. I'm like, where did that come from? I guess we did as kids too. We probably confused our parents. We probably did. It's funny, my friend was reminding me of when we were little, I used to say goodnight when I was annoyed with somebody because obviously you're not allowed to curse when you're little and you don't want to curse. So my way of like being frustrated was I would tell somebody goodnight and just walk away. And apparently I picked that back up recently. And I just thought to myself, that's funny that I said that a few times. And I used to say that a lot when I was little. If I was done with somebody, I would be like, good night and walk away. Well, it's better than cursing. No one wants to be doing that. Yep, so here comes the push back down again. This 15-minute opening range is stupidly wild. I mean, we got 6 minutes left and we can go either way. When he makes me frustrated, it's honestly, I say that to my husband sometimes when he comes up with a crazy idea. I'm like, good night to that. I'll be in the other room. And he starts laughing. He now says it. Crazy. Wow, this market. Well, we got a good scalp in. No need to overtrade. Just wait. Wait till we see something actually like good. Because this looks like garbage. Do I have pocket option ready? Yes, look. Pocket option is ready. It's just not using it right now. Not yet. Too early. We have some selling pressure coming in. Let's see if they actually hold up. You seem like they want to. We're probably going to get a push back up here, maybe a continuation back down. Yes, so yesterday what happened was Top Step. Remember when I was saving those Top Step accounts from like 20 bucks and I did and I made $400? Well, apparently I already hit my max loss. They just didn't close out my account. So they closed out those accounts anyway. And I just opened up new accounts on Apex and I was trading my Apex lives yesterday. And also I'm trading more Apex challenges that I got. Grab some more backups. No, their sale ended yesterday. They had it running for like 5 days. Who is calling me? Oh my goodness. Hi, I am Leslie from Human Services at Glassdoor. I saw your application online. You did not see my application anywhere because I'm not applying for a job. I'm pretty sure I'd never want to work for Human Services if I wanted to. I love this. I mess with them now. That's funny. Okay, so we have little 5-minute candle hack coming about. Coming down. Yeah, we have some sellers that want to push in here. We're just waiting. I get Indeed messages all the time. Yeah, seriously. Like, what are you doing? Where'd you come from? I didn't ask for you. I didn't realize I was on micro NQ. Well, you still made money. Don't be mad at yourself. I did that yesterday. Gold has been pushing down all morning. Has it? Hmm. We really don't want to make this opening range bigger than it already is. I mean, when you think about it, that's a massive opening range right there. We're gonna change that color, but yeah, good practice. Look at that candle just coming right back down again. That's insane. That's why you have stop losses. Heavy news. Yeah, that's a heavy news day. My live accounts are up $950 and my challenge accounts are up 625. Still really good day for us. Huge opening range. I knew it was going to push up, fake everybody out, and then come right back down. Especially since on this new indicator, you'll be able to see the sellers building in right here. Like even though we continued up, we had a ton of sellers right in this area. So I knew we were not going to continue back up. Not going to happen. What broker am I using for my live account? I like to use Tradeovate. And I like to use Tradeovate because Tradeovate will give you two platforms. You can put it on NinjaTrader if you wanted to, or you could trade on Tradeovate, whichever's easier. So you have the ability to do both. Oh, and then you could trade on TradingView too. Another 5-minute candle. We got some buyers pushing up here, so we're gonna see a pullback in this candle. Like I said, to make a wick on the other side, we have buyers pulling right here. There's not enough sellers to keep it pushing down. And like I said, a pretty big pullback. Probably make a wick on the other side and then continue back down again to tap into these lows again that it just completely left. Yeah, this will be included. No, it's not going to be separate. It's going to be included. No separate. That's what I appreciate about you. Other companies would charge a few for every new update they do. Why? I don't understand. Like I do charge for the bots, but not the updates of the bots, but if I come out with a new one, other people are like, well, I bought Odin, why can't I have Nitro? And I'm like, this is a completely separate bot. I put a tremendous amount of work into it, and I just, it's completely separate. I'm sorry. It wasn't a part of that. But with the indicators, it's already an indicator. It's the whole package. Here we go. Got a nice little cell. Let's, we got a lot of rubber band candles. Buyers and sellers are all over the place. Have I posted new Nitro features? I did not say there was new Nitro features coming at the moment. I did say that there was new files coming for other pairs, but I have to test them first. I can't just give them to you and not test them. That would be wrong. Greed. Yeah, that's what a lot of companies go through, a lot of greed. I had a company that tried to buy us out, and they literally offered me, I might as well tell you, it doesn't matter. But they offered me $2 million for the company. And then they told me they were going to raise my prices to $5,000 per product. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, it's going to be $5,000 every 6 months. And then it would be, if they want it lifetime, $20,000. And I'm like, you guys are nuts. And I'm not selling the company anyway. And they're like, well, you're cutting your company because you could be charging a lot more. I'm like, I know I could. I just don't feel like it. Not for sale. Good night. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not going to sell out. Trust me. I'm not selling out. I don't think people understand when you're a day trader, selling out would be really stupid in that opinion. Like it's you have the ability to make unlimited amounts of money. You don't need somebody to pay you $2 million for a company. Good night. I love that. Yes, good night. I'm gonna have everybody saying it. I'm gonna start using good night. If you're profitable and hitting your business goals, why milk other people? Exactly. I do charge for the bots. In my opinion, I feel like a premium, but I put a lot of work into them. And sometimes I'm up until 2 o'clock in the morning talking to clients, helping clients, and I don't need to be doing that, but I am. And I feel like it's very reasonable, especially since I do come out with multiple updates. I think this is a new 15-minute candle. No, it's not a new 15-minute candle. What is it? Oh, we're getting to the end of the 15-minute candle. Like I said, we might push up here for like a minute or two and then push back down. We didn't make a wick on the other side. If you get in again, make sure you're trailing because it could snap back down. You created amazing. What you created is amazing, but you still do what you can to help the rest. Well, thank you. Thank you. I knew what you meant. We might have some 10 a.m. madness that just snaps down here. My keyboard geeked out. It's okay. It happens. Yep, 5 minutes till, well, now it's like 2 minutes till the new 4 hour. You know how excited I get for 10 a.m. candles. There's a wick that has to be left somewhere if we don't just snap down out of nowhere, which we could do. A minute and 37 seconds left. I did get in on that little scalp there. It was small, but because I'm trailing, I brought that account, the challenge accounts up to 1,200 across 17 accounts. So $1,225. My personal live accounts are already done for the day. Took one trade and I'm done. When I pass challenges, I like to like scalp. Evals through trade of eight? Yep. Through trade of eight. Copy trading all 17. And no, I cannot activate all of them because I already have live accounts with Apex. These are just like backups as well. So if I were to blow Apex accounts, I have backups already done. All through Apex, yeah. Telegram and WAP. Inside of WAP, you can message me too. I try to get to everybody as fast as I can. Yesterday, I had somebody calling me 19 times. I'm like, please don't call me 19 times. Oh, is the discount still there for Apex? Could be. They might have extended it. It doesn't show it on the website, but they could have just extended it and not publicly said anything. It's funny how Firestorm's cell is right where mine is, and I had no idea. But I did create it, so that would make sense. Yep, we are in a weird range. I'm annoyed for you. I know my husband's like, let me answer the phone. I'm like, no, you are not answering the phone. Remain professional. And he's like, I'll be professional. I'm like, no, you're not. We're gonna go get our homeschool supplies and we're gonna move on. I think it only discounts the first month and then the second month you pay 80%. That's beyond ridiculous. I thought so too. That's what my husband says when people call and text me after hours. I know. You got to keep the husbands away from the phone with a business because they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'll remain professional," and then something else completely comes out of his mouth, and I'm like, "We're not gonna do that." I do homeschool, so I homeschool all five of them. Well, four of them at the moment. Five. He's about to be a year next month, but he's already learning like little color blocks and stuff like that. So I homeschool and I trade and I do a lot. She's a super mom. Truly take my hat off for you. Thank you. Yeah, I have them around all day. I don't really get a break. That's why I stay up so late. Because when I do get a break, it's like, whoo. And then I find out it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, great. I'm gonna regret this tomorrow. Your patience is impeccable. You know, Brittany used to tell me that I have an endless pool of patience. I've known Brittany for a long time, and that's what she always tells me. I have an endless pool of patience, even in crazy situations. An endless pool, she says. Yep, I try my best. Homeschooling is awesome. I absolutely love it. The kids love it. We can do whatever we want. We can travel anywhere. We mostly are snowbirds, so we go up north in the summertime, down south in the wintertime, and we don't have to worry about in and out of school. And they do an online schooling, and then they also do book work with me and handwriting and stuff like that. Wow, this market's just like keeps hitting this entry. I wouldn't re-enter. This is just a future note because this is kind of crazy. I wouldn't re-enter until we broke that low. So like if you were to re-enter again, it would be breaking here type deal and then come down to this take profit. I wouldn't do that until this fully breaks. My son did 2 days in school and the rest at home. How do you like it? We homeschooled our 4 kiddos. It's the best thing ever. It is. It really is. I think people underestimate it. They think it's extremely hard. My biggest thing is it's just like trading in the sense of you need to create time management for it. You need to create timers for it. You need to time block your day because that's what I do. I time block my entire day because if I don't, I'll think dishes take me 45 minutes when really they take me 10 minutes. And I'll think cleaning up the living room takes me 45 minutes when really it takes me 15 minutes. So every time I time block myself, I realize even with trading and coding and getting things done, I get more done when I set alarms. So when I set alarms for myself every hour for the next thing I should be doing, I get so much accomplished that day. You learn so much about being resourceful, self-learning, management. It is. It's so important. And that's what also will make them a really good trader if you're going to teach them trading. Because I teach my kids trading and they do pocket option and they found themselves to be much better because my son did go to school. My oldest son went to school for, I don't know, like 3 months. And then everybody got pneumonia and I ended that real quick. And I went back to homeschooling. And what we did was we scheduled homeschooling with trading, and you can't do trading until after you get your work done. So now he knows that he can't do anything throughout the day. This is automatically in his head. Can't do anything till he gets his work done. Once he gets school done, then he can trade, then he can do other things, and then he can play. And he's been on that regimen, like all three boys have been on that regimen really well. Oh, he's learning futures too. Congratulations. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. This market's just something else today. Like I said, I wouldn't have re-entered until we broke that low. You graduated 3 from homeschool, got 2 more. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Congratulations. This market is something else today. Something else. We are going to delete that because it's not needed anymore. It's now turned into like one big support line instead of a trend line. Oh, 10:30 news is coming. Come on, that's when I get off. Good straighten out. Do we have pocket option? Do we have anything good going over here? I'm watching futures over here, by the way, on my other chart. But don't worry. Ew. Does it usually look like this in the morning? I usually trade afternoon. The regular candles. See what we got. But I like to see where the 5 minutes going. I use 30 minute or 30 seconds, sometimes a minute. But you'll see I'll go down to a lower time frame. I'm just finding a good breakout trend for me. Yeah, futures isn't doing anything right now, so I am watching it. So if we find something, I will come back here. We're just gonna play around with pocket option at the moment. Does everyone do pocket option here? Let's wait for this candle to end. Hold on. You would love to learn it. You're learning it now. Never used it. I have an account, not funded. Definitely demo. Look, look at that candle. It just retraced all the way back. Let's see. Like I said, we have this low here it did not tap into from its 9:30. And usually it always taps into this candle again. That's why I'm still looking at sells. Just started yesterday with it. Awesome. What site do I use for pocket options? What do you mean? For depositing? I use, this is the pocket option, pocketoption.com. If you go through the course, I do have a link, an affiliate link. Like I said, I appreciate if you decide to use it. The only affiliate link I have, and you can make a deposit through there and you can get a bonus if you want to. But I do have an affiliate link inside the course. You can literally flip that $10. You can. I've done it. I flipped $1 into 1,000 in one day. It's not something that like, oh, everyone can do it, but if you're determined and patient, you can do it. I know. NASDAQ wants to go down. We got 82% of hitting this area. This signal's like, can you confirm, please, so we can move? If you go back into the course and you watch the training videos on binary options, I show you the exact strategy I use to flip that $1 into $1,000. I trade whenever it looks good. I like to trade whenever the market looks good, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm waiting for futures to make a move here. Mm-hmm. You might actually have something here. I know, so that happens to me too. Don't be upset with yourself. I don't catch every move in the market. I catch what I can get and then move on. Oh, it looks like we have NASDAQ pushing back down again. We did not hit the entry. We got pretty darn close to it, but we did not hit entry yet. Is US 30 moving up? Did US 30 tap into its 9:30 lows? That's the question. Yes. Okay. See, NASDAQ did not, which would give NASDAQ the ability to come down here, sweep those same lows and move on up. NASDAQ might do it during news. So even though NASDAQ might end up in an overall buy, it did not sweep this low, and it would be very weird for it not to come back here again. I know it wanted to tap into this gap fill again. Then we have this candle. Let's see where this goes. Is this a start of a new 15? Yeah, new 15-minute candle. How did the last one end? We're still in that opening range. This is why I tell people, opening range is great, but you don't want to get caught up in these fake outs that happen. They happen a lot, especially during the summer months. But we had a sell here. We just got to break this low. Look at this support level we created here. This is ridiculous. This deserves its own zone. We'll see. Still got that trend line, though, how I said it has to hold up and break clearly. What is the opening range? It's the first 15 minutes of market open at 9:30. So then we go to a 15-minute chart. We mark up the high and low of that 15-minute candle, including the wick. Actually, yeah, right here at the top and at the bottom. And you go down to a 5-minute chart and you look for the breakout. 15 minutes. You're welcome. Yes, that would technically be $17,000. Somebody just asked me on my phone if these 17 Apex accounts, I made $1,200 a piece, that would be over $17,000. Yes. Yes, I'll be posting it inside the community. Don't worry, I'll post. Sheesh. Good night. Yeah, that's how I feel about this market right now. Your pocket option strategy pays for itself. It does. I do love that strategy. All right, Peters, you're pissing me off. Pocket option, what do you got for me? That 5-minute look like? Mm, I don't like it. All right, let's look for another. Okay, let's not. I'm looking for like a good trend breakout type thing like this, but I would want to see this come back up. We got 35 seconds left in this. Futures isn't doing anything right now, which is why I'm not over there. I'm basically kind of done for the day with it till next news comes around. Why am I not more excited? I am excited. You want me to be screaming all over social media that I bought those accounts to that? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna start yelling on the live stream. I am excited. Be more excited. You're welcome. Have a good day. Look, we got no wick on this side. Let's come on down. Let's see if we can get something here. I want to see a good break though. 30 seconds. Yeah, never mind. It's been very indecisive. I was thinking it was gonna be good on a lower time frame. This is why I come down to a lower time frame. So I'll look at a 5-minute chart. I'll find the little 5-minute candle pullback like I teach about. But if it doesn't look good on a lower time frame, like this could actually be something or a buy for 30 seconds because everything's moving on up. Let's see what happens here though. That got me at the last second. That was so rude. So rude. All right, whatever. Odd cat. Faked me out at the last second. Went where I thought it was going to go. Gotta run, feed the cattle. Thank you for the birthday love this morning. Congratulations. You're up across 4 accounts, 3 accounts is a good way of starting the morning. Or 4K across 3 accounts. Whoa, I read that wrong. 4K across 3 accounts. Wow. Congratulations. You're welcome. Happy birthday. Enjoy your day. You did good today, especially with this crappy market. Real crappy. We did good. I think I might call it for the day. Pocket option is something else. Do I ever just trade 30-second? Like just 30-second chart? I could. I mean, I could. I always got to look up at a higher time frame. Makes me feel better. Like if I took that just from that, going down here. What was that? You saw that. That was a stupid candle. It's faster in the morning than it is at night. That's why I usually trade pocket option is at night. That was a fake candle. You see the difference between those two? I got my money back though. But that was a fake candle. Let's try this again. What kind of movement is this on pocket option? We want to be stupid today. What time do I usually trade at night? I usually trade between 9:30 and 10:30 p.m. I find the best movements there. Look at that. Went right down where I thought. Futures is not doing anything. They're catching everybody with the opening range breakout. And then they're gonna just fly down here at 9:30 or 10:30. Maybe. I'm just random projection. We do have a lot of sellers built up. This candle spiked like this because we had the start of a 5-minute candle. And you know how it pushes up in one direction before it continues back down. This ugly candle. So ugly. I know it looks so bad. It's hard to see my little 5-minute candle hack when I'm on Hakanashi candles. Let's see. Get on a little sell. Little trend line break on the 15-second. Does it have auto trail? I won that trade. Yes. Does it have auto trail? I don't know. Never used it. I don't think it does. I know Tradevate does, but not. Take this break. Let's see if pocket option will respect it today. You ever use breaks of flat top, flat bottom as confirmation? Uh, no, I don't usually look at that. I just figured this 5-minute candle was going to continue back down. So when I got in the second time, it was at a break even point here, like a before it continued down. It didn't create the rest of that wick yet. So it would have to push back down here to make its wick. So if I got in for like 30 seconds, I would get in just enough time for it to make that wick and then come back like it's doing right now. So I got in here and here. What is my total? I don't know. I didn't look. Yesterday, a couple days ago, I had a hard day. But yeah, I'm kind of like a every other, something like that right now. Something crazy. Just play it by ear. No, no, there's no wick on the other side of that, which I would expect there to be one. Yeah, that's why I like the lower expiration time too. We got a little 5-minute candle hack coming about over here on the NASDAQ right at 9:30. We didn't even leave a wick on the other side. Maybe not. Who knows? NASDAQ is something else today. So what? The pocket option act like they had news too on the same 5-minute candle? Look at this. No wick on either side of the ones I'm looking at. They had news together. Just one was fake. Do I use a line chart? No. Why would I use that? That is absurd. I'm not using a line chart. I'm exhausted. Now I'm yawning. Probably because I didn't eat breakfast. Again. We got some selling pressure building up over here. Right around this area, sellers. They want to be filled. Just like piling up big time around this area. Like I said, we had to fill some orders there. Going back down here. That's another way you can get really good at like scalping is if you learn order flow and the market looks like garbage, you can see where the sellers and the buyers come in and you can catch like random pullbacks, like what I just said right there. We have sellers pulling up right here, which means we weren't going to continue back up. We were going to pull back. You can see those pullbacks happening and then you can catch like 10 points or 5 points or a few points. I'm so excited for you. I'm excited. I want to spoil you guys. I do. You all deserve to be successful with it. What competition is there? We're all going to make the same amount of money? That sounds awesome to me. All right, this candle did not do what I wanted. That was just stupid. It looks like all the candles didn't do what we wanted. So we'll just wait. See, pocket option is really, this is where you will get caught, is You can place a trade at any time. You can go down to 15 seconds. You can go to 30 seconds. Should you do that? No, you should not do that because what you need to do is wait for the right opportunity and leverage the fact that you could be in it for 30 seconds and make $111, or I think mine's $100 or something like that. So just take your time. It's worth it to take your time. I think we made money, right? Did we? Pretty sure we did. Those other trades were from last night. No wick over here. Now, do I expect to see a wick? I do. I do expect to see one. If not, I will be very, very surprised. But we're probably going to push up for a little bit first before we come back down to this area. To all of you saying that I don't mark up my charts on pocket option. I don't like doing it because I think they're going to watch me. But this is a little area that I expect it to come back down to. Yeah, I see NASDAQ. NASDAQ's not doing anything exciting except for making an even steeper trend line. Let's see. I'm in for 30 seconds. Going down. Like I said, that 5-minute candle. I was looking for the wick on the other side. Which we did get. Don't even do it. Thank you. There you go. Another money made. So this is how I trade binary options. Not really all that exciting with it. I just like look for little manipulation setups, pullbacks. Pocket option would definitely not want to continue back up to let everybody think we had a green candle and then we're gonna have another green candle. No, we had no wick on the other side of that. We pulled back. We made a wick on the other side. We just let it run up for a minute, and then around the 2-minute mark, like I say, it pulls back real hard, and it wouldn't leave 2 candles with no wick on the other side either. Over time, you'll find your rhythm. But it was the open of, and this was the open of a 30-minute candle. So it left no wick. It pushed up in the direction. Now we're making a pullback. We're probably going to come back down here and continue. But I got my entry early and I'm happy. So with that, I need to move this over. This is annoying. We made money. Sellers pulling up on NASDAQ. What'd I say? We'll probably push back down here to either right here or right down here. Which would be right here. My stomach is growling if you hear that. My goodness. It's past my time to get off here. But we made a little bit of money with pocket option. I mean, I had, what? Quite a few trades here. Lost two, won the rest. Decent little session. We'll do this again tomorrow. Maybe we'll have more time, but I got to eat. So I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you all have a good day. 10:30 news gave us absolutely nothing exciting. So I'm gonna scratch this signal here. You're welcome. Did you make any money with it? Or were you just learning? Probably just learning because I didn't really call out well ahead of time because they're 30-second signals, but yeah, that's what I do. Even my demo right now, I need to top up my account. Yeah, you could top it up, I think with as little as $10. So pocket option is awesome. So definitely open up a pocket option account. They're fun. You can do a lot. Just don't overtrade. I know you have the ability to trade all day long on pocket option, but don't. Just take your 3 trades, 4 trades, and leave. You're better off. I will see you all tomorrow.